Welcome back to another Real Talk Reaction. This one here is for Community Season 6, Episode number 11. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend, tell a friend. It still helps the algorithm. Thank you.
Alright, just a couple comments from the last episode, starting with executive producer Adam, who says, I really like the setting of this episode. It's cool to see the characters in a different environment other than Greendale. I also liked absolutely nothing else. Not gonna lie, this might just be my second least favorite episode of the show. All I got from this episode was it saying, LOL, isn't the Dean so stupid? Britt is so lame. Frankie is so smart. She's not smug at all and clearly knows what's best for the characters, unlike the Dean, who's just a useless tool. That's all I get from this episode as well as the season. I can only watch these characters bicker and shit on the Dean, Britta, and Jeff for so long before it becomes exhausting.
Yeah.
I was just so excited to see this episode originally. I'm a sucker for road trip stories, and the setting could have provided a great atmosphere, but they really didn't use it to its full potential. I get it, it's a bottle episode, but I can't help but feel that there was more they could have done. I'm really not a fan of how anyone is portrayed in in this episode. Some of the characters are too cynical, like Annie and Frankie. Some are too boring, like Jeff and Abed, and some are too stupid, like Britta, and especially the Dean. And when I say stupid, I mean freaking cartoon levels of stupid.
Yeah.
The Dean was never smart, but he was still rational enough to know the difference between what is so clearly a good thing and a bad thing. This season just flanderized him beyond I just learned that word. But anyways, flanderized him beyond belief, from costing the school so much money because he wanted to play virtual reality, to trusting convicted killer because he had the hots for Jeff, who was giving him the cold shoulder. Every moment with him this season feels like it's there to say that he's the dumbest character ever. If you like the episode, more power to you. I really am glad that people like this season. I normally defend season 4, so I understand why people do the same for this season. But it really just doesn't grab me. Overall, I don't like this episode at all, but it's not my number 1 least favorite episode. That's the next one, so there's oh my goodness. Amazing reaction as always, and looking forward to you seeing the last 3 episodes of this amazing show.
Wow. He put some thought in that comment.
Yeah. Alright, we have, great comment as always. I love everybody's perspective, so keep sharing. Yeah, everybody share your perspectives. Keep them coming. Alright, William Green comes through to say, hey, great reaction. I haven't made a comment in a while, so here I go. Now, this is probably one of my favorite episodes this season. I really enjoy Abed's emotional journey this episode. Now, pertaining to some of the comments last episode, I mostly noticed you both seem bored while watching these episodes this season, which you both have sort of pointed out that it's mostly because of the dead space, which can sometimes make everything feel a little drawn out. Not all the time for me, but I can still feel it, so I might also have the added benefit of processing it differently. Also, don't know if you noticed, but about halfway through the episode, that problem is almost non-existent due to the crickets. So thank God for the crickets, I guess. Never thought I'd be saying that. Oh, that's a great comment. Anyways,
time to hear the crickets all the way through.
I'm only trying to help others understand your reactions. Something that might help you both is that, to me, Season 6 is more emotionally satisfying than funny. Not saying there aren't funny things in episodes, just think of it as more of a dramedy than anything else. Yeah. Also, last episode you missed the change in the title sequence, so that is why it might not have hit as well as well. I am more annoyed with that than anything, but it's fine. You should really watch the title sequence for the last 3 episodes, though. Finally, I'd like to touch a little on Jeff's character, because most people, including the 2 of you, forgot that Jeff is a narcissist, and this is how narcissists behave. So I think Jeff's behavior is very in character for a narcissist. Also remember, Jeff is reaching the end of what he believes is his prime. Now, his behavior isn't acceptable, but it does make sense. You should start to understand why he's acting this way by the end of the season. That's all in reference to him, like, taking the computer and stuff. And
running away, being selfish.
Also, here's the Honda commercial with Abed and Dean. It's only 3 minutes long. You should definitely react to it. Oh, you have the link here. So, yeah, we can react to that for the next episode then, because we don't have it pulled up and ready to go. All right, then Brandon James comes through to say, I don't think even Dan Harmon could make SNL better. That was a comment you said. Tim Robinson probably is the funniest man alive. Didn't even get a chuckle out of me. Wallet says, if you think this end credit scene was dark, wait until you see the one in the finale. Oh, that's going to be good.
Shit.
And then Janny says, this is one of my favorite episodes of Community. I love everything about it. The end credit scene was great, too. See, different perspectives.
End credit scenes was lit, though, boy. That shit was out of nowhere.
Alright, and the last comments from Yes, Cuban B, who says, Frankie for the win. The end scenes for season 6 have been on point, honestly. Also, Dan Harmon and his obsession with the 3 weeks earlier, LOL. There was that one Purge episode of Rick and Morty where that was a highlight. Absolutely love it. Alright guys, great comments, insights, as always. Keep those coming, and I love all the perspectives. Let's jump into episode 11 right now. Ooh.
Place where you can find a human race, but I have been picky the most.
I'm gonna go get
yeah.
because theater is dead.
Starburns.
I thought we haven't seen him in like over 10 years.
Hi, Starburns.
Todd, you know you don't have to creep around to be weird, right? You're weird at picnics.
Did you hear about the paintball game?
Yeah, I heard there was no paintball. I heard it's banned.
Well, you can't believe everything you hear.
Okay, you just asked if I heard something, and now you're invalidating the whole...
They bring the paintball back?
What is this?
No, she's saying.
I'm like, what is this music?
Heard about the paintballs?
Uses silver paint.
A ghost. So no name.
I call him Silver Ghost, but that's probably already taken by an indie comic book or...
Huge cash prize to the winner. More evidence they don't go here. And they seem to have their own man in the game. You've probably heard about a mysterious player using silver paintballs. Well, look at these IP addresses.
If that means what I think it means, we're dealing with gibberish.
Those are mine.
Gibberish!
Teacher on this campus putting in encrypted tunnels with all sorts
You don't know how to read that shit.
He got on glasses too. Oh, shit!
We always do it immediately before a paintball player is taken out with premium-grade silver paintballs by an unknown shooter, and unless the IP address that you're connecting to is this one.
Of course.
See,
So who's the
cops.
silver paintballs guy?
Spy, assassin, mercenary, bad person, walking among us, laughing quietly. And then if we look, pretending that he was looking at something funny.
I suppose you all should be in trouble. But Desperate Deans? But the Desperate...
Hold on, let me get him out here.
The Desperate...
That's your shit, babe. You love that physical type humor.
From here on out, you work for me.
Hold on.
Everything you're saying just proves my point, that the only way to lose this game is to play it. And I say we do the honest thing and tell Frankie.
The school's playing and losing already, Frankie included. If the people in this room play to win, we can not only take City College's money, we can expose Silver Balls and in turn City College and save Greendale.
Which is basically saving Frankie.
All right, so we lay low and we try to find out who Silver Balls is.
Well, we're not... To be clear, we did not vote on that name.
Here's a name you don't have to vote on. You just became the secret Dean Force. The Dean Balls. Task Force Dean. His Dean, secret people. I know the word Dean is in. Because when the politicians fail and the peace talks fall apart, when it seems like all is lost, and nobody really needs the Dean anymore, because Frankie's here, that's when you go in. The last bastion of a bygone era when people respected me. Dean Force.
Description of every paintball.
Paintball, that's what I was just about to say.
So you know your stuff.
I'm thinking something
They
more
explode on contact, and they mark your target with paint.
Yeah. Okay, great. I think that's a great idea. You got it.
Before we do this,
It's not back here.
Okay, reload. Must be a mock jousting bridge over Sawdust Canyon.
We're both dinosaurs roaring in vain at the mammals. What do you think was going to happen when you let Frankie dart into our world? How much more clean can she make the school before she notices the dirtiest thing of all about it? You think I'm a villain, but I'm not. I'm defending a place where we all get to be our own heroes. We're all here because none of us can have nice things.
Ah, you guys are mannequins! What a backfire!
Is the money real? No matter who wins?
Dean, what are you doing? What are you thinking about?
I don't know! He's right, Jeffrey. A cleaner Greendale is like a healthier cigarette.
Yes, a carrot stick. Frankie can make us a carrot stick.
We're tobacco.
No, we are not tobacco. We had Robert Downey Jr. He was so high he was crawling into people's windows. Now he's Iron Man. We self-destruct like this because we'd rather be heroes and villains than just kind of sucky people that need to work a lot at getting less sucky. She will forgive us. Oh, I know her. I like her. And if she fires either of you, I'll quit. She's not the enemy. She can help us. We just have to cool it.
It's true. What he said. If you guys lower your guns, I'm not gonna throw you a party, but I'm not gonna get anyone fired either.
Which is like the one thing all mothers do.
What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Does she collect stamps? Does she race cars? We don't know. We don't know her name. I think if we asked Vicky the color of her mother's eyes, she would say dead. Or maybe she'd say $7 a sticker. Damn that, I am telling you, nobody is safe. Nobody is safe.
They're losing it though. Oh, is this who he's talking about? Oh, okay.
They were a very pale shade of blue. I'm sorry my show didn't honor her memory properly. I'll try to make it up to you.
Actually, we both will. At the premiere of our new show, Vicky and Garrett! And let's have a hand for Vicky's mother, everybody! Stand up, Connie! Vicky's mother! Vicky's mother!
We'd rather you boo. It means you felt something.
That's right, you can boo. Andy Kaufman loved booing.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we did put a fair share of work into this, but you don't have to be dicks.
I feel like I gotta watch that whole part again because I didn't know what was going on. Okay.
Alright, that was episode 11 of Community, and while the post-credit scene wasn't as crazy funny as all the others,
But I think that's because we missed it. I feel like we had to rewatch it or something.
yeah,
because I didn't know what was happening.
I pretty much got the gist, but at the same time, I'm just glad that at least Garrett and Vicky did get some weird, more time to shine on there. They got some spotlight on them, so I'm proud of them for that. As for this episode, I thought it was good. I thought it was really, really good. It ended very bad though. Like there was no conclusion at the end. Like we didn't get to see who the silver paint person was. You say we might have missed it, but they didn't show us blatantly. I thought it was going to be Frankie, but maybe that is to be continued. That we haven't got to see who the silver paint person was. But other than that, I thought it was a good rendition of it. I liked how it was just over the top from beginning to end. It had some good laughs in there. I mean, it was pretty clever. I mean, it was pretty clever and fun, and everybody participated, did a really, really good job. So, I mean, I really like this episode right here. I just wish we would have had a conclusion. So, hey, I'm off to the races.
Yeah?
For the last 3 or 2 episodes.
No, so I thought this was really entertaining. I really liked the opening sequence. I thought that was really good. The transition into, like, the opening score as far as, like, setting the tone for what the episode was going to be. And I thought it was a unique take, and like the theme of like Greendale growing up, so to speak, and like how Frankie's trying to impose like the direction the school should be going in. I also feel like it could have had a better ending though. It was anticlimactic, which I think was the point. But everything leading up to that was really good. I thought there was I love the museum of the custodians. Yeah. I loved everything in there. I thought that was really fun. There's a lot of other highlights that I thought was really great. I think that I just like was thrown off when the end credit scene is, so it took me forever to even figure out what was happening. Yeah. So I feel like that's something that I would have to rewatch again. But all in all, I thought it was a really entertaining episode. I had a lot of fun with this one. So looking forward to the next one.
All right. Well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Community Season 6, Episode 11. And until next time, people, peace.